नमस्कार. जय श्री कृष्ण. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा. Enunciating text 38, text 39, text 40, and text 41 of chapter 13, the appearance of Lord Varaha of third canto, the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 38. सोमस्तु रेतः सवनान्य व स्थितिः संस्थावि भेदास्तव देवधातवः सत्राणि सर्वाणि शरीरसन्धिस्त्वम सर्वयज्ञ क्रतुरिष्टि बन्धनः. O Lord, your semen is the sacrifice called Soma Yajna. Your growth is the ritualistic performances of the morning. Your skin and touch sensations are the 7 elements of the Agni Stom sacrifice. Your bodily joints are symbols of various other sacrifices performed in 12 days. Therefore, you are the object of all sacrifices called Som and Asoma, and you are bound by yajnas only. There are 7 kinds of routine yajnas performed by all followers of the Vedic rituals, and they are called Agnistom, Atya Agnistom, Uktha, Shodashi, Vajpeya, Atiratra, and Aptoryam. Anyone performing such yajnas regularly is supposed to be situated with the Lord. But anyone who is in contact with the Supreme Lord by discharging devotional service is understood to have performed all different varieties of yajnas. Text 39. Namo namaste akhila mantra devata dravyaya sarva kratave kriyatmane vairagya bhaktyatma jayanu bhavita jnanaya vidya gurave namo namaha. O Lord, you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead and are worshipable by universal prayers, Vedic hymns, and sacrificial ingredients. We offer our obeisances unto you. You can be realized by the pure mind, freed from all visible and invisible material contamination. We offer our respectful obeisances to you as the Supreme Spiritual Master of knowledge and devotional service. The qualification of bhakti or devotional service to the Lord is that the devotee should be free from all material contaminations and desires. This freedom is called vairagya or renouncement of material desires. One who engages in devotional service of the Lord according to regulative principles is automatically freed from material desires, and in that pure state of mind, one can realize the personality of Godhead. The personality of Godhead, being situated in everyone's heart, instructs the devotee regarding pure devotional service so that he may ultimately achieve the association of the Lord. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 10.10 as follows. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tama yena mama upayanti te. To one who constantly engages in the devotional service of the Lord with faith and love, the Lord certainly gives the intelligence to achieve him at the ultimate end. One has to conquer the mind, and one may do it by following the Vedic rituals and by performing different types of sacrifice. The ultimate end of all those performances is to attain bhakti or the devotional service of the Lord. Without bhakti, one cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The original personality of Godhead or his innumerable expansions of Vishnu are the only objects of worship by all the Vedic rituals and sacrificial performances. Text 40. Damashtragra kotya bhagvam sa tvaya dhruta virajate bhudhara bhuha sa bhudhara yatha vanan niha sarato data dhruta matan gajendrasya sapatra padmini. O lifter of the earth with its mountains, which you have lifted with your tusks, is situated as beautifully as a lotus flower with leaves sustained by an infuriated elephant just coming out of the water. The fortune of the earth planet is praised because of its being specifically sustained by the Lord. Its beauty is appreciated and compared to that of a lotus flower situated on the trunk of an elephant. As a lotus flower with leaves is very beautifully situated, so the world with its many beautiful mountains appeared on the tusks of the Lord boar. Text 41. Traimayam रूपमिदं च सौकरं भूमण्डले नाथ दत्ताधृतेन्ते चकास्ति शृङ्गोढ घनेन भूयसा कुलाचलेन्द्रस्य यथैव विभ्रमः. O Lord, as the peaks of great mountains become beautiful when decorated with clouds, your transcendental body has become beautiful because of your lifting the earth on the edge of your tusks. The word Vibhramaha is significant. Vibhrama means illusion as well as beauty. When a cloud rests on the peak of a great mountain, it appears to be sustained by the mountain, and at the same time, it looks very beautiful. Similarly, the Lord has no need to sustain the earth on his tusks, but when he does so, the world becomes beautiful, just as the Lord becomes more beautiful because of his pure devotees on the earth. Although the Lord is the transcendental personification of the Vedic hymns, he has become more beautiful because of his appearance to sustain the earth. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे.